going on? What's going on? What's going on? Listen, man, welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight with your host, Maddox. But today we're in a different location, right? We're in a special location. First of all, you see the scenery is different. Cause we're in the infamous, famous Fabric House, man. And the owner himself, and low-key my mentor on the low, nobody knows this thing. He critiques very hard pause on my fabric, things like that. My boy, Ali.
Fabric House, 257 West 39th Street, between 7th and 8th. Got to put my plug in.
That's a fact. it won't be good until then.
Right.
Now I got to decline this call because he's... Hold on. Now I can't even answer that. First and foremost, thank you, brother. I appreciate you for even allowing me to even interview you here, man, this podcast, man. This guy right here, you understand, man. This Fabric right here, man. I could talk it all day. But let's get straight into the conversation. It's about business growth, right? Today we have an all-purpose conversation, but I want to start it off with business, man. So, Ali, for you, right? What are some of the methods that's needed to grow a business?
I think the most important thing that people don't realize is communication, right? You could get so far by communicating the right way to give somebody comfort, to make them comfortable. Even if you're trying to get, like, let's say you call a customer service, right? You know how people don't really want to help. But if you talk to them nicely and say the right things, like, you have to practice before you call customer service. Like, who are you calling? What are you calling about, right?
Facts.
So then when you when you make it easier for that person to help you, you're going to get more help, right? So communication is everything, right? Think about people that do stocks. People get convince other people to just wire them hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, just by saying the right thing on the phone. So communication is key. So I want to touch base on that real quick. So I think, for example, like when you meet somebody, right? I think you should ask the right questions.
Okay,
right?
my bad. Sorry.
The timer?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, my bad.
No. So I'll just start off with where I left off, right?
No, yeah.
So I think when you meet somebody, it's very important that you give them the respect and ask the right questions, right? I'll give you let's do a perfect example for dummies, right? No, I'm serious, right?
I appreciate that.
How you doing? Welcome to Fabric House.
Yeah, how you doing?
So what do you do?
I'm a designer.
Oh, okay. How long have you been designing for?
About like 11, 12 years.
Time out. Off the back, give him that respect because he said he's been doing this for 11, 12 years, right? So now let's already put him in a category. He's not a beginner. So now you have to talk to him in a certain way so you don't make him feel any low or anything less than what he is, right? So boom, when I talk to somebody, immediately I throw the number in there, right? When you fill out an application, what do they ask you? First name, last name, age. Age is right after the last name, right? Why do you think that? Because they want to know how long you've been living on this earth, right? And how much knowledge you may have according to your age. So I've been doing this for 30 years. Me personally, not the company. The company's been around for 36 years. So I never had Saturday morning cartoons. I didn't have after school activities. I was working since I was 12 years old. I'm going to be 42. So I've been doing this for 30 years. So it's very important when somebody walks in through that door is to humble yourself, right? You don't go to the hospital and tell the doctor, like, okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you what's wrong with me. I need you to fix my liver. My blood cells are off. No, you humble down and you wait for the guy with the white lab coat to tell you what's wrong with you. So same thing, if I'm here, like, give me that respect. Learn who I am. I tell people sometimes, like, yo, like, I'm not big on Google, but like, yo, look at the Instagram. Look at. You're gonna ask me basic questions that I'm gonna be upset at. If you just look at the page, you'll answer a lot of your own questions at your own pace. So don't ask me like dumb shit. That's gonna make me not want to help you.
And what's crazy about that? You said communication is very important because it is. Like you said before, just by your first few words, can make or break a relationship with business.
Yeah.
Just by the first few words.
So when people come in here cocky, right? It's like, bro, it makes me not want to help you because, yo, like, just relax for like just a few seconds. You're in my house. Like, I'm not gonna go to your house and put my feet in your couch, right? I have to respect you.
Facts.
So people get really mad, right? Because they're like, yo, I pay $2,000, $3,000 rent. Like, you're gonna respect me. Well, I pay $20,000 here. You're gonna respect me a little bit more. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so you're in my house, so humble yourself. You know, let's talk. I could help you in so many ways, right? So just so you know, like, not trying to brag. So we do custom prom, wedding, as you know. I do stuff for Oscars, Grammys, any kind of red carpet event, Met Gala, and then I do production. So production meaning I make stuff for designers that are selling their goods in Bergdorf, Saks. You know, so like I meet the criteria of like a certain a level of work. I could change somebody. I could make somebody. I could break somebody. I don't want to break nobody. The thing is, in order for me to be around for another 30 years, I want to help you. I want to help everybody because if I help you and you make money, I automatically win. I make money and I could do this for another 30 years.
And that, right, like, for example, right, when I used to come here to Fabric Shop, right, with Ali, I would come here and Fabric Shop Ali, whatever, and he would always ask me, what are you working on?
Yeah,
and try to give you, try to give you,
not just hurry up and buy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like, I
actually,
want to know. I want to help you the right way to the fullest.
So he's trying to tell you what fabric complement the other fabrics,
right?
Not
what
because
what works, what doesn't.
Yeah, not because he wants your money. No, he wants you to get the best product you can get when you shopping here.
Dance, you know me. If I don't have something, I'll tell you where to go.
Yeah,
I'll tell you go to Spandex. I'll tell you to go to Mood. I'll tell you go to Diana. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean. I'm good. I'm blessed.
Yeah, and he'll do that. So mind you. Even one day, I made a this vest. I made a custom Gucci vest, right? And I come in here and I'm wearing it. No, bubble coat. I come in and I'm wearing it. And he just stopped and he just looking at my jacket like. He said, "This is good." You talking about like, nah, you're stitching, like you match your stitching up perfect to in a color you used it, because that right there alone, you can actually up your price on that alone. And I'm like, you're right. Because a lot of people are sloppy.
Clean
like, listen,
work. Clean work will always get you the most money. Anything that you do, clean work, you know? So wasn't to like criticize you or try to like break you. And then there's times where I didn't like your shit and I told you.
Yeah,
because and if you take it the wrong way, man, that's on you, man. Like that got nothing. I'm still gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I help you and you listen to me and you humble down and I tell you, yo, Dance, make sure that this matches that and that the stitching is perfectly clean. Bro, you're going to make more money. You make more money, automatically I make more money. I feel like you win, I win. Simple as that.
So another question I want to ask you too. Yeah. What are some of the biggest issues that you have with actual customers?
Well, I'm going to speak for, so a lot of times people don't realize, right? Okay, when you were younger, when did you know you were going to be a designer? Just throw a number out there.
Into my 20s.
Your 20s, okay, cool.
I was like 25, I thought about it. No, a little earlier than that.
So prior to that, what were you doing? Just like job to job?
Yeah, I was dancing, doing job, not stripper dancing, y'all.
Yeah,
I was doing dance hall dance.
Yeah,
I was no Miami Go-Go. I was doing Miami. I was doing dance hall dancing and job to job.
Got it. So here's the thing. So whether, especially in the pandemic, right? We for the first time in our life had time to think. The most dangerous thing you could give somebody is time to think. People became entrepreneurs. Some people
became murderers.
Yeah, but we're not here to talk about that. But so the thing is, when a young girl, whether she sells hair, packs of hair, whether she does nails, whether she does eyebrows, whether a guy makes T-shirts, hats, any kind of business that people started, right? People started the business not realizing how to do business, right? So social media, let's say in social media, all these people with these small businesses that especially relies on social media, they will air each other out. Like you do something wrong, and then it's like, oh, you did this, all right, I'm gonna air you out, and then you're gonna air me out, and we're gonna fight. But how about, and you can't blame people of something that they don't know. So yeah, you know how to do nails and do this and do that, but you don't know how to do business. Back to communication. So if something is wrong, I should hit you up and say, yo, Dance, you know the jacket that I got, I don't really like it, and it's like, you know, it's fitting weird. Instead of saying, yo, I paid this much, I paid for this and I got that. No. Let's communicate, right? And then tell you, and then you in return should be like, oh, okay, you know what? How do we fix this? Okay, you know, can I come to you? Can you ship it to me? Can you bring it to me? I'll alter it. I'll fix it. Boom. Problem solved.
That's a fact.
But and it's not we can't say that, oh, oh, because you're young, or because you're black, or because you're Spanish, you don't know how to do business. You don't know how to do business because nobody taught you how to do business. So when you meet somebody and you say, when you ask them like, oh, how long, when did you know that you wanted to design? Some people tell me 5-6 years old. So if you, at five,
yeah,
6 years old, you know how to, you wanted to know, you knew you wanted to be a designer, but you forgot the whole being the business person.
Yeah, got you.
The
Yeah.
businessman, the businesswoman. You have to include business. So automatically you wear a different hat. So automatically, so think about all the different companies that are doing the consultation, that are taking the phone calls, that are shipping the goods, that are doing the PR, that are putting the stuff on Instagram. You're already putting on so many different hats, right? Off
by
of
doing
just
that.
selling one thing, right? So, so the communication is everything, and then just learning business. It's okay to ask people. Put it like this: if you have 5 houses and I'm gonna buy a house, it's okay for me to ask you, yo, Dance. So I'm about to buy a house. So what do I do? So talk
Yo.
to people that are in similar business,
No lie.
humbly, and ask them like, oh, how do I go about this? Instead of thinking you got everything figured out and you look like an asshole.
I think the biggest problem that we have, especially in the inner city, I'm pretty sure overall, but in the inner city, is that we have a thing where asking somebody, how did they get this? Because they don't want to feel like the guy got one up on them, which is a curse. So I'm saying right now, business don't care about color. They don't care. It's about information. So mind you know how many times I come here and this guy pulled me to the side during his work hours, during his busy time, and give me free game that he charges. That's what you do.
I do charge consultation. No, I do.
I didn't want to say that. I wanted
In
to
the
say
pandemic, I did $100,000 worth of consultation. So the problem
I didn't
is,
want to say it, but hold on.
Yeah.
So my thing is, he would do that for me. Like, you listen, because the respect thing, he see what I'm going at on my business. And so mind you, I learned a lot from Ali in a short period of time, and it gave me tons of money by him making me comfortable to ask. Now, you know what? Forget all that. I know we just ask people, how do they get such and such? Because I see it. For example, Ali, if you see a guy in the gym who's totally out of shape, and he try to school me to how to get in shape, I'm not really going to trust this dude, right? So the dude,
you will never hear me give somebody gym advice. Not me.
So somebody who's in shape, I'm like, you know what? Let me ask this person now. I just ask them, get game. So I'm seeing Ali successful. These fabrics in here cost. Listen, it costs money. So if
$400 a yard right there.
you see, so I had no problem asking a successful businessman how to make my business grow.
So the problem, Dance, I wanted to add to that. So the thing is, and I'm not trying to brag, right? So I've been in business for 30 years. I have a couple of assets.
So hold on. Before you go to that, the question I want to ask you, because it's late to what we're about to say, I kind of hear it.
Yeah.
So, is a white man holding you down from being successful or stopping you from being successful?
Absolutely not. That's like, I call my page is called King Kong Ali. It ain't no little bitch or like, it's King Kong Ali. The reason why, you can't let anything stop you, right? One of the main reasons why I wanted to do this, because it's very important that Dance holds his own people accountability for the things that they do wrong. You can't go around thinking, when I said this earlier, when somebody gets fired from something, it's because you suck. LeBron James doesn't get fired. Every team wants LeBron James. But if you're constantly getting fired, it's because you suck. You can't say, well, my supervisor is racist. The world is against me. People don't like my skin color. All of that is going to exist no matter what.
Yeah,
before us and after we're gone, right? So you don't let things like that stop you. Just hold yourself accountability and say, well, what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
What did I say wrong? And also, if an action does take place, it's okay to go back and say, I'm sorry. Yo, my bad, yo.
Yeah.
I had a bad day. You good?
That's a fact.
Done.
Over.
How long did that take?
Yeah, like seconds.
Seconds. We're not measuring.
No,
what I'm saying? We're not measuring that. I'm sorry.
Because how I look at it, right? As my black people, I see black people today time becoming millionaires like this, hand over fist, constantly just growing, right? And those same people will turn around and play a victim card while becoming a millionaire. And then the poor people saying, you see what they're going through? I mean, no. Just ask a a person with immigrant like family members who came here or like came here, first hand immigrants who came here and became successful. No white man held them down for getting to the bag.
Yo, there's good white people. There's good, black people. There's good Spanish people. There's good and bad in every race. How is that going to stop your flow? Imagine you can't feed your kid because you tell your son or your daughter, I was going to get you some food, but the white man what? You didn't feed your son because the white man? Like, no, don't put that negative stuff. So back to what I want to say. What I was saying is like, so if I take my money and put a super sports car outside, a Ferrari and Lamborghini, and I put King Kong Ali or Fabric House, I would have a line of people here asking for advice. But what about the fact that I've been in business for 30 years? Why aren't there's a line already? Even though I did charge for consultation and I did do that, and it's not it's not from my beneficial. I helped a lot of people. People call me back